really just, I don't know. I had some things in mind I wanted to talk about when I decided to do this video. Really, I'm just bored. I just want to share some of my thoughts with people. I ain't nobody. I'm not an expert. I'm not a doctorate or anything. I just regular dude with some thoughts about life. I don't know. It's just weird to me, the whole dynamic between men and women in this generation right now, because you have, it's just so much bitterness and jade on both sides of the situation. It's like crazy to me how it got so angry. Like, all you see is females talking about how dudes ain't shit, dudes is this, and her dudes are dogs, and blah blah blah. And all you see is dudes saying the same thing about females, female thoughts, female jump offs, blah blah blah. The thing is, you have to. A lot of people don't. They always quick to find the fault in other people, and myself too. I'm the victim. A lot of us sit around and talk about what's wrong with females or what's wrong with the mates or what other people did to us, but we don't take responsibility for what we did to the other people. We don't take responsibility for for the pain we caused. We don't take responsibility for all the hearts we broke along the way. But as soon as our heart get broke, then all females are the worst bitches in the world, and all males are the worst motherfuckers that ever walked the face of the earth. When it's part of the cycle, bro. That's part of when you fall in love, when you date, when you just casual sex, whatever. You take a risk of being hurt. That's part of it. It's collateral damage. It comes with the territory. So you end up getting hurt, then all of a sudden everybody's the bad guy. And the next three people you deal with after that hurt gotta pay for your bad decision. And like, you can't even really say it's a bad decision, because when you first meet somebody, you don't. Most time you think that's the one. They doing everything they supposed to do. If it's a dude, he paying for all the meals. He saying all the stuff he need to say. He doing what he need to do in the bedroom. Everything is gravy at the beginning, because he's trying to impress you. And vice versa, the female, she wearing everything she supposed to wear. She saying all the stuff she supposed to say. Blah blah blah. But the reason why most relationships, and I'm speaking for me in general, and my experiences, my conversations with my friends, and my conversation with people in general about what happens in their relationships. Most relationships don't work because people don't court anymore. You meet, you go out, you hook up, next thing you know, that's my boo. People don't date, people don't take time to get to know each other, people don't meet people families first. Most time you in a relationship, you meet the kids after you already, that's my girlfriend, ooh, I'm gonna meet her kids for the first time. And that was a big issue, you know what I'm saying, because you can't really, once you become attached to somebody, marriage, relationships, whatever, their kids become part of the attachment. And if you didn't take the time to spend time with that person, or to watch that person with their kids, to see how they interact with their kids, because how they interact with their kids tells you a lot about how they're going to interact with your kids. So you jump in a relationship with a person, you have no idea who they really are. You don't know how they interact with their kids. You don't know how they interact with their mother and father. You spent no time around this person getting to know them. Then you just jump in a relationship. Oh, I love them. And next thing you know, you're stuck in a family, you don't know that this family is dysfunctional. You don't know that her and her mama cuss each other out. You don't know her and her kids cuss each other out. You don't know the dynamics of their relationship. Because the dynamic of their relationship is going to affect your relationship, whether you say so or not. Because how people treat their family and friends dictates how they'll treat you. So my point is, a whole lot of people need to start taking time to get to know the people that you said you're going to be before you just say you're in love with somebody that you never met their mother, you never met their father, you never heard of them talking to their mother or father, you never heard them talking about their mother or father until three months into your relationship. That's a problem, because you don't know that we date backwards in this society. We date backwards in this world. We go together, we have sex, get in a relationship, and then get to know a person. And then we wonder why our relationships don't work out. You tell me how that's supposed to work out. I give you the most intimate thing that I can give you. Then I say, oh, we're gonna be together forever. I try to know what type of person you are after we already established a relationship, without just based off the fact that, oh, I think you cute, you funny, and the sex alright. Get to know people before you have sex with them. Get to know people before you say you're going to be in a relationship with them. Stop dating backwards, and maybe your relationships will last longer. That's something I had to tell myself. Something I had to learn myself. Because I date backwards. Because I become. I date backwards. It ain't no. I can't blame society. I can blame them, but at the end of the day, it's me. Because just like a lot of people are in love with the process of being in love, but they don't understand what being in love costs. They like the process. They like the whole the first meeting, and the cute puppy dog eyes, and the conversations, and the texts, the cute good morning texts, and the newness of the relationship. But once the relationship is established, and you got to put the work in, and you got to deal with the fact that, yo, she's kind of crazy. Or you got to deal with the fact that he's lazy, he has no ambition. Or you got to deal with the fact that she's not trying to do nothing with her life, he's not trying to do nothing with his life. They can't control their kids. I ain't signing on. You didn't sign on for that, but you did sign on for it. You just didn't know what you were signing on for because you didn't take the time to get to know that person. So my advice for everybody: stop jumping into relationships. It's a process that you should follow for a healthy relationship. I'm not saying I'm an expert. I'm not saying I know the perfect relationship, but I know that you can't date back. You can't meet somebody Friday, have sex with them Sunday, be in a relationship with them Monday, and then try to get to know them next Friday. It doesn't work like that. It can't work like that. I mean, it may be. I mean, I'm not gonna say it can't work, because it's relationships that work. But for the most part, you cannot get to know somebody after you jump in a relationship. It's not going to work. You have to get to know a person before you decide you want to be in a relationship with the person, and before you tie your soul to that person through having sex. Because having sex is a soul tie. Once you have sex with somebody, they are a part of you. You are a part of them. Your DNA is linked to that person. Even if you don't believe in the spiritual soul tie, scientifically, physically, your DNA is linked into that person. It ain't like you just nothing, like you busting in a female and they just automatically disappear. Once you're in there, you're part of that person. So why would you tie yourself to somebody that you don't know like that? and then try to get to know them after you already made the most physical, intimate contact that you can make with that person. Stop dating backwards, and maybe your relationships will work. But like I said, that's just my opinion. I'm just a regular dude. Who am I?